Warning: the opinions expressed in this video do not represent YouTube, associations, agencies, nor any particular individuals. They are merely from a team assembled trying to pass the boredom of everyday life. Some explicit content may occur in this or future presentations. Viewer discretion may be advised. But ignore it if you're into that thing.
And welcome to Day 3 of the Wild Wolf Show SHOCKTOBERFEST.
Woo!
Today we have the 1985 underground classic, The Stuff. This is going out by request to an old college buddy of mine, Tim Fack. This one is for you. So this movie, very interesting to say the least. It definitely tackles somewhat of this kind of social commentary of consumerism, very Reagan style, consumerism in this one. So the movie takes place where these guys are going through in like a remote area, like a location, and they find something coming out of the ground, almost similar to like, Clampett and Beverly Hillbillies finding oil. They find this white, putrid kind of foamy substance.
But hey man, it actually tastes good.
Yeah, apparently it does. Well, eventually it gets out on market. The whole world loves it. Except for one boy named Jason. He doesn't want to eat it. Doesn't want to eat it. He's got a bad feeling about it. And as this is going on, you also find a man, Mo. I can't remember his last name right now. But
Rutherford.
Mo Rutherford. Because every time money's coming around, he wants Mo. I know.
And that joke is made several times, so...
Yeah. Which just
goes... more often.
The puns continue.
Yes, they do. But anyways, Mo has a bad feeling about the stuff as well, and he talks to one of the PR people in charge of it, and he and her decide that they're going to go around country trying to figure out what is going on.
Don't forget, too, there's the romance of the story, because you got to have good romance in a horror movie, apparently.
Well, yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd call it good.
Nah, it was kind of blah, but, Anyways, they actually meet up with young Jason, and they want to tackle this substance once and for all. We're just going to leave it at that, because if you haven't seen the movie, we want you to, like we've said before, this is an 80s film, so go to your local retailer and find yourself a copy.
Or you just use, internet or something.
Yeah, we found this on YouTube, so...
Well, hey, don't go there.
Updated times.
Yeah. So we're going to tackle in what we like and what we don't like. We're going to start off what we like. Melzilla.
The thing about the stuff that I like was the fun commercials.
Yeah.
There was a lot of those.
So 80s, I love it.
Yeah. I liked the catwalk. There was a catwalk scene. They were just like... You couldn't really see the bathing suits all the time because of the fur coats, which kind of defeated the purpose.
It was the 80s. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
A lot of things didn't make sense in this movie with the commercials, but I guess that's part of the whole thing about the 80s.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm still remember a lot of those commercials. I look back and go, huh?
Yeah.
Why did we buy this?
As we know, I was at the tail end, so I don't remember them either.
It's okay.
It kind of reminded me of when I had flipped through my Barbie book and the 80s versions of the 80 Barbies, and it was like, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
I guess it didn't have to. People just bought it anyway. Consumerism.
Yeah. And movie magic.
Yeah, that was the thing about this stuff. They just sold.
Yeah. Betty?
Well, my favorite part of the movie was the dog, because his name was Ben, and that was just a pretty dog. Looked like a Great Dane Mastiff mix. I'm joking. That was a cool part, though. No, I like the Colonel. He's probably my favorite part. He's like that over the top,
Mr.
Sir-
Silly Girl.
survivalist thing
Played
guy.
by Paul Sorvino. Been in everything.
One Italian to another, hey. But no, I liked him because, you know, there are real people out there in the world like that who have the military background who believe, oh, everybody's out to get us, so I have to be prepared. And, well, actually, this time it paid off, so.
Yeah, I mean, and not just that, but he reminded me of, was it the Colonel in Dr. Strangelove? Oh, man. That was where he basically is like the fluoridation in the water. That's where I got on that one. But what I liked about it, though, it's, I mean, apart from the social commentary, you know, the whole consumerism thing, I kind of love these little hints of, you know, other movies in there. I mean, as much as, I know it wasn't, I mean, it's not really a blatant ripoff of, like, The Blob.
But the way the stuff moved, I could see how you get that.
Yeah, but instead of just being the Blob consuming everybody, the people are consuming the stuff. It's almost like a reverse Blob situation.
Another movie, too, that I was just thinking of, Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about that, because, like, you know, we were talking about how they were like the Stepford family, like after they started eating the stuff, and then I'm like, you know what, it's more in line with, they become a completely different person, so it's more like Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that, and plus I love Garrett Morris as Chocolate Chip Charlie.
Oh,
I do. I mean, Garrett Morris is, I mean, the OG from,
These hands are little weapons.
from Saturday Night Live. I
Yes.
mean,
One
never
of the
fails
original
to
cast
impress.
members.
Oh, yeah.
So you know he is funny.
Oh, yes, he is. But other than that, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I like. Now it's time to talk about what we don't like.
Yeah.
We're just going to start right on the end, Dunny.
Hooray. Let's see, what didn't I like about the stuff? The main character, Bo, at times, he was just like a cliche of a cliche of a cliche. Like, he was a cool character, don't get me wrong, he had his awesome moments, but there was just also at the beginning of the movie where he's just like a walking cliche of like an 80s action star, spy, whatever you want to call it. And I mean, again, using the same line over and over, well, you know why they say, boy, they call me Mo, because whenever I want something, I want Mo of it. It's like, alright, bro.
Kind of remind me of Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah, he did sound a little bit like Foghorn Leghorn.
I'll say, boy.
Boy,
Say that.
yes. But otherwise, besides that, I mean, there's really not too much I didn't like about the movie. It was just that cliche of cliche. And maybe he overplayed it that way to be kind of funny, because he was kind of a comedic character to begin with, so maybe he did try to play it like that just to be funny. So, I don't know, but otherwise, that's the only thing I really didn't have a taste for.
Okay. Belzo?
The one character that you liked, that Colonel.
The Colonel?
Guy, there was a blatant racist part, but it kind of almost fit with the character, because it kind of reminds you of, like, everyone has that one relative where it's like, oh, it's that old veteran that's, like, totally racist.
They're stuck in their old ways.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I love you, Grandpa, but could you really not talk about your children in Vietnam that you hopefully don't have?
Yeah.
Please, and don't call them those names.
Yes.
It's really not funny.
It is not. And again, at the time, you got to think of the time period too, 1985, you were able to get away with a lot more back then. Like, that would never pass in a movie now.
Yeah.
Depending on who's directing
That's
it and
true.
what the content is.
But just the content in this movie, there's no way that would have been allowed in a movie.
Yeah.
There's no way. Like, again, like Wes said, unless it was fitting for the story. This came out of left field when he said it, so I agree with you, Val. It wasn't needed, but again, I can see the point why that character would say it, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, and plus in the 80s, you know, with the MPAA, they were really pushing the boundaries. I mean, this came out a year after Gremlins when the PG-13 thing started to come around.
It's
And
true,
sometimes
people.
I think they went overboard with, like, the children. Like, in the beginning when he spanked the kid, and that was a little overboard. And then later when they were disciplining kids, I think it was just because the stuff was taking over. But before the stuff took over, it was just kind of like, dude, he's just hungry.
Yeah, right? Like, I even said, whoa, bro.
Like,
Mellow out.
like, okay, chill.
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, I can see why the dad was upset. Like, he did think it was a burglar, but once you see it's your son, alright, cool, maybe, you know, say something next time you're gonna do so you don't scare us. But, you don't have to, like, get back to bed. Like, jeez, man. And then he does the same thing the kid was gonna do.
Yeah.
Go get the switch.
And then he just, you know, he goes and eats. It's like, alright, so it's cool for you to do it, because, you know, you're the man of the house, but, you know, rabble.
Alright, what I don't like about it. Now, some of the special effects I do like. The way how the stuff moved around, very similar to the Blob. I get that. A lot of special effects when the humans were pretty much being, distorted from stuff evading their body. I liked it. However, there is one bit of special effects that really bugged the shit out of me. The green screen. Now, keep in mind, we have a green screen behind us. We are still very infantile with how we do our graphics, but we're still learning, damn it. These people had a professional budget of at least $1 million.
You know what's going to be funny, guys? Not to cut you off, buddy. This is going to be the episode of the green screen that we can't just get right, and you know it, right?
Oh, I know, I know.
Because you brought it up.
I know, and I'm going to be spending at least another 8 hours making sure that this looks perfect. But I digress. But yeah, I mean, like literally, they were 10 feet away from a fire that they're supposed to be 2 feet away from in real life.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, come on. It's hokey. It is hokey.
And somebody made a no-no.
I know. Well, it's Paul sending video and whatnot on Messenger. Yeah, you see,
he's supposed to be sick, folks.
He's supposed to be sick, but he's got enough energy to put these things up on Facebook and whatnot. But I know, we still don't know.
Well, he's healing?
He's getting better, hopefully. We wish you the best, buddy.
Yes, we do.
We know we love you.
Yes, we do. All right, well, apart from the faux pas on that end and the green screen end, and hopefully not for this end, now it's time to grade this film. Well, I think I might go first. Now, the movie itself, it's got some good qualities, got some bad qualities. Mostly on the special effects at times. The storyline, it doesn't really falter, but some of the characters definitely could have been a little more elaborate, a little bit, better suited, I think. Especially Mo. I mean, he just kind of... Hey, Mo!
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Mo, Larry, the cheese. No, I'm going to go ahead and give this one a B-. Because, I mean, it's a decent story. However, it just feels like
it's faltered a little bit. I can see where you're going with it.
They took a lot of inspiration from a lot of other films and kind of flipped it the 180 so it wouldn't be a blatant ripoff, but at the same time...
Again, if you're, like you said, I get what you're saying. If you're a movie people like us who watch a lot of movies, you're going to notice similarities.
Well, especially, because basically, and what you were mentioning earlier, it's like if you took the Blob, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and even The Thing, and you put it in a blender, you've got the stuff. And they all start with the. And then this one has the.
I see what they did there.
Movie conspiracy right there. So yeah, B-.
I would say, because I did like the effects and the conspiracy behind it, even though there could have been a lot more to the plot and a lot more in depth to the characters, I will give it a B because I just kind of like some of the effects and some of the conspiracy behind it.
Fair enough.
I'm going to give this one, I'm going to go with a B as well, because overall, it was better than I remembered. There was parts that I forgot. There were some unneeded parts, but you know what, that's in every single movie you watch. Like, did we really need that scene? No, but hey, you know what, they wanted it in the movie, and by golly, they put it in the movie.
Yes, they did.
So overall, pretty decent movie. Definitely, if you're from the 80s, watch it. It's like you never left.
Yeah. Well, we hope you enjoyed this little episode on Shocktoberfest. Make sure that you like, share with your friends, and as always, push the red button. Don't forget to ring that bell for notifications every time we post something on Dragonfire Entertainment, because we know you're waiting for our videos, as Benny always says, because, sometimes, we take a little while. I mean, obviously not now. I mean, you get one every day for the month of October, but sometimes
you get 2 or 3 in a day. I mean, that's just what we're doing for you.
I mean, we're going to oversaturate this. That's what we're known best for doing. But apart from that, I'm Wildman Wes.
I'm Balzilla.
And I'm your big bad wolf Benny.
And stay tuned for tomorrow on day 4 of the Wild Wolf Show Shocktoberfest. Take care. Benny, you stupid son of a...
I'm working over here.
What did I tell you about this, man? Seriously. I told you this last year, with the whole wolfing thing, you were out and about doing some crazy werewolf. Oh, really? Then why did I hear something about this gangland going on with werewolf gangs, and that apparently there's this kid that there's the chosen one.
Did you say kid?
Yeah, and now that makes me think. Didn't you have a problem with a kid like last week, like talking some werewolf shit at you on social media? What, dude? Was it the same kid?
Yeah.
Benny, you mother.